Hi, I'm Sherry Sokolowski, also known the highly acclaimed Rockstar Assistant, and in a few minutes, you'll find out why my own nightmare experience as an assistant to several business owners and top executives led to the solution you've been searching for, to ultimately hiring the perfect Rockstar Assistant to make your life easier and finally allowing you to find the time to maximize your own success. Before we get started, let me give you my definition of a Rockstar Assistant. This is someone who not only possesses all the skills necessary for the job, but becomes your right hand to surpass your expectations while demonstrating the initiative and integrity to gain your respect and the respect of others they come in contact with. The good news is, once you have your own Rockstar Assistant, there is no limit to how this person can help you, and I know that's what you really want. You'll want to watch this presentation until the end to discover the exact, easy-to-implement 3 steps to put into action to hire your own Rockstar Assistant that makes your life so much easier and more productive. You may think, as an already successful business owner or top executive, you heard it all before. But I can assure you that you have never seen anything like what I'm about to present to you, and I can promise you some of what I'm about to share on this presentation will shock you. In reality, much of what I'm about to show you will totally astound you. First, I'm going to share a story with you that's pretty nightmarish, and you'll see why in just a few moments. So keep watching. Let's get started. I wasn't always considered the highly acclaimed Rockstar Assistant, and certainly wasn't someone you think of as being able to provide you with the system you need to hire your own invaluable Rockstar Assistant. Early in my career, I was an executive assistant to the CFO for a real estate company who made up lies about me to cover her own shortcomings, which eventually led to my unjustified dismissal. Then I became the executive assistant to the president of a nonprofit organization who, amongst my many responsibilities, I was his gatekeeper. But he refused to share that role with other employees. This caused a very uncomfortable working environment and obviously created a big morale problem in the company, which led me to start looking for other employment. This actually was a blessing, as it led to me finding a job as the executive assistant for a global performance improvement company. I worked for a great president and leader, as well as assisted 2 VPs and the general counsel for about 2 years, when a transition into a new president came at the same time our office relocated. As what so often happens under the new president, office morale changed dramatically, making it a terrible place to work. In fact, it became such a stressful environment for me, it actually led to huge personal medical problems, and I knew it was time to leave. Then, I got my dream job, working for Bill Glazer at Glazer Kennedy Insider Circle for 8 years. This is where I became a Rockstar Assistant that led me to figure out the 3 steps in my system, which is the system you need. I'm not going to tell you working for Bill was easy. After all, working for a busy executive will never be easy and probably shouldn't. In fact, Bill put me through a 4+ hour interview where we discussed my background thoroughly, what he was looking for in an executive assistant, as well as having me take personality and a skills test. Looking back on this, I thought it was overkill. Now I know why it's brilliant, as you'll see in a few moments. But right from the start, I knew I was in the right place as I quickly became the right arm to Bill, who encouraged me to constantly improve my own skills, which I love doing. It was during this time I was able to personally flourish and also free up Bill's time to do the things he needed to do to grow his company. I'm not going to get into all the details about the specifics that allowed me to grow while assisting Bill, and frankly, for each Rockstar Assistant, they are different, as they should be. Plus, each business owner or busy executive has his or her own unique needs. So there's no one-size-fits-all set of criteria for the boss, as well as what motivates an assistant to become a rock star. After all, people are people, but the good news for you is there is one system, my system, to allow you to hire your own Rockstar Assistant. And when you finally get it, you'll be wishing you had it when you first began your career. And I'll share all the specifics about my 3-step system in a moment. But first, I must tell you about the real problem the busy business owner or top executive faces in hiring their own assistant. And shockingly, it's not your fault. The real problem is you've been led down the wrong path for years by HR departments, co-workers, business acquaintances, and worst of all, your own instincts without a real proven and successful process to hire the one person who can lift so much pressure off of your life. One of the ways you've been misled is you were told to hire someone who has previous experience in your own industry. I'll bet you've heard that and even believed it. Yet, that's not close to the truth. Listen, this is completely wrong. I never had any previous experience in any industry I ever worked, and certainly not when I worked for Bill Glazer, where I quickly became his invaluable Rockstar Assistant. Okay, let's get into the specifics of my 3-step system. The 3 steps are: number 1, recruit; number 2, select; and number 3, hire. I know these 3 steps might seem obvious to you, but when you see how my system works, you'll soon discover why when you follow it, it will be almost impossible for you to fail. In fact, this is the same 3-step system that has allowed my former boss, Bill Glazer, to stop wasting much of his valuable time to do things that were beneath his pay level. Not only increase his own productivity, but also generate a lot more income for his companies, which allowed him to eventually sell the company on his own terms. Finally be able to spend a lot more time with his family and friends while enjoying his hobbies and taking great vacations wherever he wanted to go. I know this sounds great, and that's exactly what I want for you, to be able to hire your own rockstar assistant who can make your life easier while finally allowing you to find the time to do the things you want to do while maximizing your own success. In order for you to make this a reality, you simply cannot continue to make the recruiting, selection, and hiring mistakes you've made in the past. So, let's dive into the specifics about my 3-step system to recruit, select, and hire the perfect rockstar assistant, which, as you'll see later in my presentation, I actually guarantee it. Great. The first step in my system shows you how to create the perfect job profile for your rockstar assistant. First, you absolutely need to know you must create the perfect job profile before you get started. And don't confuse this with job descriptions, which I have found are absolutely worthless. As you go through this first step, you'll be clear on why you absolutely need to have a job profile before you get started, the must-have skills to place in your job profile, a simple exercise to develop the perfect job profile, and also what are SMART objectives and why you need them before you begin to recruit. Before we move on to step 2, I want to comment about why you also need SMART objectives. The fact is, I want you to stop trying to hire an assistant unless you have developed SMART objectives. During the first step of my system, I'll show you how to create the SMART objectives after you create the job profile, where they clarify for both you and your rockstar assistant what specifically needs to be accomplished and also keeps your assistant on track with what you need. Now, these objectives can and probably will change over time after you hire your rockstar assistant, but you need to have the most current version of them created before you begin to recruit. You'll be amazed at how much time this will free up for you. Plus, keep your assistant happy on the job. The second step in my system shows you how to recruit candidates, quickly pre-screen, interview the qualified ones, and narrow your choices. As you go through this step, you'll be clear on where you should recruit, including many insider recruiting tips from the pros, how to create a great ad, including winning ad samples and little-known tips, the process you need to narrow your choices, how to use your SMART objectives to create invaluable interview questions, how to conduct a great interview, including the most important step to building rapport, developing key questions for your in-person interview, how you can make sure your candidate is really the rock star you've been searching for. By now, you can obviously see why my system works to precisely identify your rockstar assistant, and now you're ready for step 3, which is how to make the offer the right way and hire your next rockstar assistant. The last step might be the most important one. After all, you don't want to finally make your ideal choice only to find out you're turned down when you make the job offer. So in the third step, you'll discover how you need to prepare yourself before hiring a rockstar assistant. I know this might sound a bit strange, but believe me, it's invaluable. How to determine what is important to the candidate. And making the offer so the candidate says yes. So my 3-step system to recruit, select, and hire the perfect rockstar assistant delivers everything you need and probably was never told about the hiring process for this new and valuable person in your life that will make you much more productive and profitable for your company. In fact, I want you to think about this person symbolically as becoming your second spouse, which I actually cover in the 3rd step of my system. The good news is, the system works for both men and women business owners and busy executives, whether they're new to the professional world or a grizzled old veteran who's looking to make their life easier while finally allowing the boss to find the necessary time to maximize their own success. Let me be perfectly clear with you. You will need to take the time to go through the 3 steps and follow the system I've laid out for you. But you know what? If you know that your next assistant is going to be a rock star who will make your life easier while finally allowing you to find the time to maximize your own success, what will that be worth to you? Obviously, the value to you and your company is priceless. In fact, it will be one of the best, if not the best, investment you've ever made. But you can relax thinking this is going to be super expensive. You'll see for yourself when you get my system, its value will be worth at least 10 times what I'm offering it for. Don't worry, it's not even close to that, as you'll see in just a moment. Not to mention, you can use the same 3-step system for all the hires in your business. For example, listen to what my last boss, Bill Glazer, a best-selling author and the founder of Glazer Kennedy Insider Circle, has to say about my system.
After working with Sherry as my Rockstar assistant for over 8 years, she asked me to review the system she created to find assistants just like her. I can give testament to the fact that I could have never grown my last business to become the premier company in its category without having a Rockstar assistant like Sherry, who freed up my time to work on the things I needed in order to keep growing the company and allowing me and my team to build it up in order to eventually sell it to a private equity firm in 2011. In fact, after most other business owners and top executives came in contact with Sherry, the most common comment I heard from them was, "How can I hire someone just like Sherry?" Well, now you finally can. The only criticism I have of her system is she's selling it way too cheap, as it's a bargain at $10,000 in the value your own Rockstar assistant will supply to you.
So here's the good news. The investment in the 3-step system to recruit, select, and hire the perfect Rockstar assistant is 3 monthly payments of $397, and you can probably already see why now this is a fraction of the value it delivers. Yet, you're not just receiving the 3-step system today. Just for watching this presentation, I'd like to give you free of charge these incredible value-added bonus gifts to help you put the system to work faster for you and maximize the result. Okay, the first gift you'll get today is the Rockstar Assistant Resource Package containing 4 invaluable resources you'll use during the first 2 steps of my system. Included in this package is the Rockstar Assistant Perfect Job Profile Critique that allows you to submit to me the job profile you create for my personal written critique and feedback. You can use up to a full 12 months from the date of your purchase. This is a $1,000 value. The next bonus in this package are 3 certificates for your Rockstar Assistant ad critiques, where once again, you'll receive my personal written critique and feedback you can use to maximize your ad's effectiveness. And you can also use these for up to a full 12 months from the date of your purchase. This is a $1,500 value. You'll also receive in this bonus gift package, courtesy of AccuScreen, one of the vendors I highly recommend, 1 comprehensive background check, which includes the applicant's comprehensive background checks for both the state and federal level. This is a $250 value. And finally, you receive a certificate courtesy of Real Talent Inc., another trusted vendor I highly recommend, which provides you their proprietary hiring MRI and risk performance revealer, which provides you with an easy-to-read 4-page report revealing strengths, weaknesses, your level of risk in hiring the candidate, including what motivates them, their self-image, things that stress them out, and secret attitudes. Also included is a live phone debrief of the report I just mentioned with the company's founder, master hiring expert Jay Henderson. This is a $225 value. The total value of the Rockstar Assistant Resource Package containing all 4 invaluable resources totals to $2,975. But I'm going to give it to you free today when you order. And not only that, you're also going to receive the audio bonus package, which contains 2 CDs you'll find quite useful to you and probably answer some of your questions you've been thinking during this presentation. The first is entitled The 8 Key Differences in Hiring a Virtual Assistant. On this CD, you'll be able to eavesdrop on a conversation between virtual assistant experts Kim DeYoung and Laura West, where they discuss the key differences in working with a virtual assistant versus an actual in-person assistant. You'll also hear them discuss at least 2 invaluable commonalities I teach in hiring your Rockstar assistant, such as effective communication and hiring the right personality. The other CD is titled The 10 Key Factors of Having an Invaluable Assistant from the Boss's Point of View. This is a must-listen by the boss as well as your Rockstar assistant, where peak performance coach Lee Miltier interviews me during my years as Bill Glazer's executive assistant, where we discuss the secrets to implementation and time management. I can't really put a value on the audio bonus package containing these 2 invaluable CDs, as they are truly not available for sale anywhere. But you'll discover the information to be absolutely priceless, and I'm going to give it to you free today when you order. Now you can see why the three-step system to recruit, select, and hire the perfect Rockstar Assistant with both the bonus gift packages is a steal at 3 monthly payments of $397. However, just for watching this presentation today, I have a much better opportunity coming your way, so keep watching because it won't last much longer. But first, I feel you need to know why I'm offering this to you at such an incredible bargain, before you discover the even better opportunity that's waiting for you. So let me share why with you. It's because after my own nightmare experience as an assistant to several business owners and top executives, before I became the Rockstar Assistant for 8 years to my former boss, Bill Glazer, where I witnessed how becoming the right hand was so unbelievably beneficial to helping the boss grow a company, create a team atmosphere, and positive morale within the company culture. Then I realized I had an obligation to get this into as many hands as I could, and I didn't want price to stand in the way of that. Can you imagine how many lives my system could benefit if I were to get it in the right hands? Not only would it be a business game changer for the busy executive, but also connecting the right assistant to the right boss makes the assistant's job so much more rewarding as it was for me. The bottom line, I decided I absolutely needed to let as many business owners and busy executives get a hold of this much needed system. So let's make this a really easy decision, okay? I'm going to add one more bonus gift package to this that will absolutely blow you away. I call it the Put It All Together gift package, and you're about to be amazed at what's included. The first gift in this bonus package is actually a gift for your new Rockstar Assistant. I call it the Rockstar Assistant Bible. This resource was designed with their success in mind and will reinforce an essential approach to personal and professional balance, to be the best right-hand person for the demands of their new position, as well as those gained from any future company growth. They'll need to maintain that rockstar status by improving and growing with each new responsibility. Plus, my experience has taught me that each boss can have their own set of needs and methods for getting things done, so the manual gives them an outline for how they can determine what you require and how best to provide it to you. The other gift in this bonus package is for you. And as you'll see, when you receive it with your package, it will affect not only how you keep your Rockstar Assistant on track, but also how you communicate with everyone in the company. This bonus gift is called Why Being a Strong Leader Makes Your Rockstar Assistant 10 times more beneficial to you. Here, you'll be provided with the steps you need to take to motivate others, delegate tasks, communicate, and encourage. The combined value of both bonuses in the Put It All Together gift package is $1,500, but I'm going to give it to you free today when you order. That means your total investment today, which includes the three-step system to recruit, select, and hire the perfect Rockstar Assistant and all of the bonuses you see, is only 3 monthly payments of $397. Let me take away all the risk with my unconditional 100% refund guarantee. Just try the three-step system to recruit, select, and hire the perfect Rockstar Assistant for yourself for a full 90 days. If you're not delighted with the system I've put in your hands in those 90 days, then I'll refund every penny you paid. No questions or hassles. Look below this video right now. Click on the orange button that says Add to Cart to claim your special deal right now. Rob Berkeley, co-founder of Group MV LLC, EnvisionDay.com, and Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts, says, I began working with Sherry in 2006 and discovered immediately she was a top-notch executive assistant. For executives and business owners, having a talented, experienced assistant like Sherry is essential for survival. Sherry's not only an extraordinary assistant, she's an expert at hiring and training other assistants. How fantastic that she has translated her talent and experience into a system so others may benefit. Debbie Phillips, founder of Women on Fire, says, Sherry Sokolowski is a rock star who handles with great diplomacy rock stars. To have an assistant like her be the end to any anxiety about how things are being handled on your behalf. With her years of executive experience, there's no one better qualified to help you find the assistant who is a perfect fit for you. You will breathe easy when you follow her straightforward steps that guide you to finding and hiring your own rockstar assistant. Click on the orange button that says Add to Cart and claim your special deal now. Picture the moment you finally have your own Rockstar Assistant to make your life easier while finally allowing you to find the time to maximize your own success. Whether you're a business owner or busy executive, today marks your day to take responsibility, to take the action necessary to put an end to struggling and find the time you need to accomplish what you already know you need to do. Click on the orange button that says Add to Cart and claim your special deal now.